I wanted to get y'all's help and opinion on something. I had a business meeting in Boston the other day, and it did not go particularly well. I do a lot of wealth advising and legal work for families and businesses. And at the end of the meeting, I asked one of the guys, "Hey, how you think it went?" He said, "We didn't understand a thing you said." And I've always considered myself a master communicator. I just don't understand how they didn't get my presentation. So, if you don't mind, you tell me whether I was clear and unequivocal. So, I walk in there, and the deal they were considering, I said, was old catawampus. I said, it's like walking in the woods and finding a turtle on a fence post. They asked me, "So, would you do the deal or not?" And I go, "Well, that dog just won't hunt." Then they wanted to know how things were going on my end. And I told them, I said, all in all, catfish are jumping and the cotton is high. Then they asked me, "Well, if you were us, would you do the deal you're proposing?" And I said, "Oh, throw me in that briar patch, Brer Bear." Then they wanted to know if I was happy with the deal. I said, like a June bug on a lily pad. Then they'd go, "Oh, okay, so it's a good deal." And I said, "Sweet baby Jesus, it's like a possum on a stump." Well, then we talked about Mr. Big's much younger estranged wife. And I told him, I said, "Well, she might be hotter than a $2 pistol, but when I interviewed her, she was sweating like a whore in church. And I bet you that she and that low-life Lothario of hers are hopping on the good foot and doing the bad thing, and that she's a Jezebel." Then they said, "Well, what should we do?" And I said, "Don't let that fox in the hen house, or you'll be poorer than a church mouse." Then they asked me if the other side had any exposure. And I said, naked as a jaybird. They wanted to know if we were going to lose any money. And I said, if the creek don't rise. They wanted to know about the lawyer on the other side. What was he like? And I said, he's a perfidious polecat and lower than a snake's belly. Then they asked if I had ever lost a case, and I said, nary a one. So things looked pretty good, and then asked me how soon I could draw up the paperwork. And I said I had a hankering to get a fixing on it. So I was very polite. I shook everybody's hand, and I said, "Remember me to your mom," and then to everybody, and I walked out. I thought it went well. So I just can't understand what the miscommunication could have been about.